Pete is a smart guy and a good guy, and wants to have the the local populace be as much a part of this as possible. And so many of the actors that I'm doing little scenes with are local people. Some of whom have some acting experience, some of whom don't. When you're filming a story like this, I mean, this happened 3 years ago in this community, and almost everybody here has memories of it and is affected by it directly or indirectly. So there's a real again, that sort of Boston strong, that pride in their unity and having come together in the face of all that. They're also prepared at a moment's notice, in the case of police officers, to be in harm's way. In the case of first responders, paramedics, firefighters, putting their lives on the line and saving lives. The biggest thing is such respect and admiration for the first responders. Again, not just the police officers, the paramedics, the firefighters, the nurses, the doctors. And just the random citizens, the people who just happen to be there and who, have the humanity and the capability to respond in the right way and to save lives.
I saw footage of, a young female cop, unedited footage of a young female cop. The second she heard that bomb go off, she ran right into it. Didn't flinch, didn't look, she went right in that direction. And that's a hero, somebody in the face of tragedy, despair, can keep going and be selfless and put somebody else's needs first. Heroism, I guess, is, the willingness to put yourself through somebody else's pain, whether that's emotional or physical, psychological pain, for you to, help take their place in any way, shape, or form is a hero to me. And, like you said, they're still at the end of the day the most humble heroes you could ever meet.
When you look at the footage of what people were doing for each other right after the bombings, without knowing if there were any more bombs that were going to go off, regular people, the great first responders, cops, EMTs, firemen, of course, but just regular people, rolling up their sleeves, taking off their shirts, making tourniquets, pulling people to the emergency vehicles. It was an amazing example of human heroism.
We're all trying so hard to tell their story with as much sensitivity and respect, because it is something that we don't and will never understand. And I think they've been so incredibly generous and courageous to share that with us and with the world. There were so many heroes that day, from completely ordinary people to the Boston police force, to the EMTs and everybody at the hospitals, but a lot of civilian heroes that day, which I think provides a lot of hope and encouragement that anyone can be a hero, and that's something you should strive for. These survivors are true heroes and have been heroes for Boston as the face of the city overcoming this tragedy. And it was a tragedy, but I think at the end of the day, it made Boston stronger, it made the country stronger, as we all watched.
Hey guys, did you know that Pierce Brosnan was contractually forbidden from wearing a full tuxedo in any non-James Bond movie from 1995 to 2002? For this and more movie facts, click on more videos. But if you want something else, click on the playlist.